Hello mates, back with some Generation Zero. Playing with my buddy DexterGames today. We were exploring, and it was pretty cool actually. It had been a little while since he had played the online mode, but we were joking about the fact that in this clip right here, I'm standing outside and the robots, they can't see me, but whenever he walked outside or stood up, they could see him. I dropped him some stuff, but then as we were messing around, I made the big mistake, the big boy mistake of getting spotted. Well, he did actually, because he was crouching, and we took out the enemies. And it was a pretty easy firefight, if I'm being blunt. Not a lot happened, and we took him out pretty easily. And then we decided we should start hiking towards the settlement that he was walking towards. We saw a lot of tanks on the way. And eventually, he stopped to get into his inventory. And being the amazing friend that I am, decided to crouch walk up to him and announce that his car's extended warranty had expired. Now, I would play the audio, but not only did he not react, it also didn't record his audio, which is why I'm doing voiceover. He then proceeded to run away very quickly because I was laying on the ground and he thought that I was an enemy. Amazing. My joke completely fell through. We then proceeded to head towards the settlement, which he decided was across the bridge. We were just kind of wandering at this point. We weren't really going anywhere in particular. And to be honest, it was kind of a little trek for nothing. We found a little military base on the other side of this bridge, which he thought was pretty cool. He hasn't seen very many of the military bases. Because and we found the bikes. Bike. The bikes were pretty cool, just saying. We got some good footage of riding the bikes. I say footage, but what I mean is, like, we literally rode them for the next 6 seconds before we were spotted. Because, well, I guess my co-op partner, Dexter here, I guess his sneak level must be like 2 because he literally got spotted by everything. It was honestly pretty funny. We then proceeded to get spotted as he rode past closer to the enemy, as I proceeded to just make it alert. And we had to ditch the bikes because, well, they were going to chase us down on the road pretty quickly. And at this point, we booked it towards a nearby building, hoping that we could get inside. We were being chased by a good number of enemies, and this was where he said to go. I didn't really feel like firing any shots because I didn't want to affect his experience because, well, I'm a higher level. What can I say? I'm just that good. I think I'm like level 13 or something. And we made it inside, and I thought we were safe, but what I failed to realize is the tactical there is gas. Honestly, a little bit of a surprise to me, and my friend decided to crouch in the doorway that was open and open his menu. I'm not sure what else to say here. It was a little stupid, but then we got the door shut. We went up top, and we considered there was just so many enemies, just so many. There was like 14, closer to 15. The only option was basically to retreat as best as we could and then book it out of there. There wasn't much we could do. The enemies were all inside. They had even started walking inside the building. And we booked it. That's all that can be said. We just booked it, and I immediately died. Basically as quickly as I could. For such a high-level player, I got booked for like 60 health. At which point, Dexter decided to try and come back for me, and didn't go too well. We then proceeded to regroup, collect actually useful ammo and that sort of stuff. I have some good stuff. And then we proceeded to explore on our way to the military base this time. We had decided that maybe running around without a specific location wasn't the best idea. I think I would agree with that. So we headed towards the military base, which, to be frank, was kind of cool. It's not in this video. We made it to the military base, but this video was about how many hours of condensed footage? It was a good amount, like 7 hours. That first part was basically the most interesting part of the first part, and honestly, the fights are kind of lengthy in this game as it's hard to escape from combat, so I can't show the full fights and all that. Same with the looting. Looting can be kind of quick, but it's also like it's a stop and play, basically. So we continued to cross this giant World War II themed bunker. Not bunker, but it was we continued to cross this no man's land. Yeah, that's the word. And we headed towards the military base. Not much happened right now. We did get spotted. There was a light. A light. Yeah, I spotted a light. Ended up being a seeker, which honestly can be kind of annoying. And kind of what it is. Not much that could be said about them besides the fact that they're just annoying. And yeah. And then, well, right now it's going to cut to the military base. We got to the military base and we had a little bit of a firefight as my buddy, I was crawling up to take out these enemies silently, and my bud decided to alert them all with a firework. Good 4th of July prank, not so good in post-apocalyptic Sweden. That's about all I can say. So we took out, we ended up taking down the enemies. There was a decent number of them, actually, about 6 dogs, a couple of seekers ran in. We even had some enemies on the right side that showed up. And all in all, there was a lot of enemies, but nothing too much that we couldn't handle. Dexter being about level 5 or 8 player, I don't remember exactly, because I never checked when we were filming this, but he was not exactly the strongest, but between me giving him a gun and that sort of stuff, we took him out pretty easily. The phalanx classes, which were what these were, can be a little tough. And then, yeah, we looted these buildings. Wasn't much in them, but then we proceeded and saw a big red light. And honestly, we couldn't really figure out what it was. Yeah, it was kind of far off in the distance. We found out it was actually we still never figured out what it was. But that's about it for this video. This is a lot of footage. If you enjoyed, please like.